Taking a trip back to 1971, Robert Toft had dreams of an amusement park, and he spared no penny bringing his imagination to life. Purchasing 20 acres of land, he began construction on the theme park in 1964, building much of the park after work on the weekends.
Adding to the unique charm and eerie feeling some experience at the park, a haunted house was opened at the park in 1974, and over the years, the family-owned park has incorporated many family members into the business.
Robert Toft spent many years expanding the park after the early success, with many of them being handcrafted ideas from Toft himself. The park even had a roller coaster called Ice Mountain Bobsleds. The park is for families to smile and have a good time, but sometimes the stories lying beneath the surface still come to play today.
So where do the stories of hauntings come from within Enchanted Forest? The stories persist from mild and skin-tingling to absolutely bone-chilling with this park. Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters, and today we're excited to bring you another haunted amusement park, and one that many of us have had the chance to see on Ghost Adventures at some point. Let's dig into the ghostly stories surrounding the park and bring the spine-tingling frights to everyone.
Toft's granddaughter, Ashley Toft, the park's manager, says she has never experienced any paranormal encounters herself, but the haunted house has always made her feel overwhelmed and anxious. Skin-crawling handcrafted props layered throughout the house bring the horror right to your core, and many guests have experienced otherworldly feelings in the house as well.
Cold spots are often attributed to the haunted house, and the Ghost Adventures crew was able to make note of this as well during their investigation, and had a conversation with the spirit as well, picking up some chilling responses as well. We at Ghoster Coasters would absolutely love to explore this theme park and bring some equipment along for the trip, maybe one day in the future.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. It's not too far, so never say never. Another area of interest in the park is the Challenge of Mondor ride, where operator Chris Dunn has had one of the more chilling experiences recalled by any park employee. In 2016, Chris was preparing the wizard-themed shooting ride for all of the guests to enjoy. While doing routine checks, Chris began to hear footsteps behind him, only to turn around and see nobody there. But the story gets a bit more eerie, as Chris says 5 seconds later he felt this energy basically run right through him and felt a rush of dizziness and chills.
What makes this story even spookier is the fact that he experienced it another time during the day at a more intense rate, and even captured a few photos with what looks like an orb in 3 separate photos.
That's some pretty creepy stuff, guys. These claims were also elaborated on by the Ghost Adventures crew, who throughout the investigation felt numerous chilling spots throughout the Mondor attraction. But none of this explains exactly where the spirits come from. There aren't these tragic stories of death on the grounds like some amusement parks have. So maybe we have to dig into some history a bit more?
In 1846, Native American tribes from the Willamette Valley fought in an incredibly violent, bloody battle with Oregon settlers. A battleground is subject to numerous different forms of spiritual energy, and, of course, we can't say for certain or not if this plays a factor into the eerie feelings and hauntings captured around the park. Residual energy of the battle, former natives, and, of course, development ramping up on the grounds is more than cause for concern when it comes to the paranormal.
Enchanted Forest is also known for the unknown touch, where many guests report feeling touches when walking through different areas of the park, only to find that there's nobody there. The setting of the park itself lends itself to an even creepier ambiance that surrounds the stories themselves, from a bloody battleground to a place where families go to smile. The underlying history rooted beneath the park may be what's to blame for the eerie feeling many have when visiting this one-of-a-kind theme park.
If you've ever been to Enchanted Forest and have an experience at the park, be sure to let us know in the comments. Anyone with suggestions for other parks to cover the same thing? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, it greatly helps the channel, and of course, leave a comment about the eerie haunts of Enchanted Forest. A huge shout out to our Coaster Ghostin' producers and members of the channel, especially CP Coaster Lover.
Be sure to check out our first episodes of Haunted Amusement Parks. We covered Sylvan Beach in New York and Lake Shawnee. Both have spooky happenings and paths to go with the parks. If you love haunted attractions, then you definitely won't want to miss those or any of our future haunted park videos.
As always, thanks for being a part of our spooky community and for Coaster Ghostin' with Ghoster Coasters.
Have a creepy, ghoulish night, everybody.
And don't let the theme park haunts get ya. Ooh.